Jordan, that was a game we never really looked like losing, but a game that we probably just quite didn't do enough in the final third to win it.
Yeah, I think coming out of that, they play a tough style of football on a real tough pitch as well to play on. So conditions were against us in that way, but I think we've come away from it being a good point, away point. Now that's a good week for us in terms of points on the board. But yeah, still a lot of improvements I think needed. Like you say, just in that final third, that little killer instinct. I think we just lacked that little final ball. But again, it was very difficult with the pitch. But I don't want to make excuses. We do need to improve. But I think just shows how much we've come on. I think we never really looked like losing it. We were still in control for large parts of the game, and I think people will come here and look to play like us, but might lose 1-0 from a set piece or etc. So no, I think we're pleased.
I said you've got to give the opposition respect and credit, and they worked extremely hard to keep you guys out, and like you said, they're going to play a lot of games here, especially at this place where they're going to make it difficult for teams, and like I said, to have that kind of control over them. Yes, you'd have liked to do a little bit more in the final third, but that kind of shows the progress we're making.
Yeah, I think you have to give them credit. They worked really hard. They made it really difficult, especially in the first half. I think second half they tired out a little bit, and just went even deeper, which made it even more difficult. But that's what most teams are doing now against us. So we need to find a way to finish some good possession off. But no, I think coming off the back of a tough week, I think it's another good point. And like I say, on the road, it's a tricky place to come here.
This is a process, and it's going to be, Russell said it's going to take time before this starts, firing all cylinders, and certainly there is progression in the mentality. Like you said, this is, exactly the type of game we'd have probably lost at the start of the season to a mistake or a sloppy goal from a set piece, and there was none of that. And I know they hit the bar late on, but even that's come from probably a foul on Fish in the build-up. So again, it just shows you that side of the game's improving, and if you can kind of work on that final third, that's probably the last thing that needs to click now.
Yeah, I think, like you say, earlier in the season, I think we do lose that game. So it shows that kind of resilience that we've picked up as we've learnt going through the season. There was no sloppiness, no errors. We were very resilient against their style of play, which is pleasing. But like you say, it's just that final piece to the puzzle. And then I think you see us going from a good team to a very good team.
This is a very up and down league at the moment, and everyone seems to be beating everyone. Look at the results in the league tonight to show you that. And what we have done is put three unbeaten run together. And I know, yes, you'd have liked more wins in that, but if you can build some sort of momentum and put some sort of run together, it can change your league position. I suppose that's the aim now after we get through this FA Cup break. Yeah,
we can't look around it. Where we are in the table is obviously a lot lower than we want to be, and we went through a pretty sticky patch, so we just need to be picking up the points like we're doing now. That's 3 games unbeaten, so we need to take the positives out of that. But like I said, there's still a lot of improvement, but there's lots of good things coming from our play. The one main thing, again, I just say it again, is we come away from this place, and it's a tough place to come. I think a lot of teams the way we play will probably say we're soft, but I think you can see there we're not soft. So I think that's one thing I take from this game anyway.
As I mentioned, it's the FA Cup now, and then follow that with the Papa John's Trophy. Is that a welcome distraction? Like you said, you put together a pretty decent 3-game run, and it's a chance to kind of take the mind off it and concentrate on a new challenge in the FA Cup. It'll be a difficult test at Eastleigh, I'm sure, but a chance to kind of turn your mind to something else.
Yeah, obviously the FA Cup's a massive trophy and something we want to do well in. It's going to be a really tough game down there at Eastleigh. So we need to prepare right for that, but the games are thick and fast, and we need to recover, get back into that one, and then again on Wednesday against Southampton, it's going to be another tough one. Although we've qualified, we still want to win the group, so we want to do well. I don't know what the manager's thinking in terms of team or rotation, but there's a lot of games, so we need to utilise everyone and work on some things that we need to do better. But yeah, it's another game to improve and look to keep working and moving forward.